Construction is big business in Britain today, a £163 billion industry in 2017, and it's a huge UK employer, but traditionally we think of it as a man's world. According to building careers organisation Go Construct, women make up only 14% of professionals in the industry. However, stats show that this figure is on the rise. 4 in 10 new recruits that came from higher education are women. Are perceptions changing?
So hi, I'm Emma. I work as a project manager in construction. I work for a manufacturing company and I've just recently built my first factory. I think there's a lack because I don't think women identify with the construction industry. It just is so male dominated that women just don't even consider it.
So my name's Jane and I study photography, but I'm really interested in architectural design. I take a lot of photos of buildings. I'm going to be taking the quiz, What's the Construction Career for Me, on goconstruct.org. What kind of work would make you want to get out of bed on a Monday morning and smile? Oh my god, this illustration is legit like a man lying down and dreaming about construction. I think it's quite funny to think that just men dream of doing something like this.
It's really important to have a diverse workplace and it's really important to encourage that diversity through experience. And actually that's one of the reasons why it's important to have more women entering the workforce. And actually we've seen in construction specifically, many more women are more caring about the healthy homes aspect or building within a particular type of quality. So the pros of a diverse workplace are that you get different perspectives, and that's the point of diversity, to include different opinions. So the best way to not define gender roles within our society in the workplace is to make sure that we recognise that anyone can do any job. We've got some brilliant companies at the NFB that are actually only female-led.
So I don't really work with that many women. I've just moved companies and there are a lot more women in the company that I'm now working in. What I find is that women can bring exactly the same to the table as the men can. I hate it when people say, "Oh, we must bring some more women into the team. They've got great teamwork. They've got attention to detail and all that." It's absolute rubbish. It's just the fact that they can be as good, if not better, project managers, construction managers than anybody else. I've seen there are a few campaigns going on. Go Construct did a campaign at all the conferences and expos that you go to. There's often a focus on women in engineering. I'm definitely in a man's world. The most intimidating part of it for me is when I have to go into a meeting and I might be leading the meeting and everybody in that meeting, every project manager, every supervisor is a male. I'm probably the youngest person in there and I'm also a female, so I have to give myself a little pep talk.
Parents away equals house party, but then someone breaks their coffee table. What do? A woman's in it now! That is so funny that she's in it just because they've said something about the home. Okay, so I've just finished. So it said I'm suited to an architects and civil engineering, design and planning role in construction. And my photo is like a little woman, and that's the only one that I've seen at the end. So I guess this is the most female role in the whole construction biz.
So one of the challenges to improving diversity, especially for women in the workplace in the construction industry, is something like period dignity. And we actually worked on one of these projects very recently where we tried to encourage the workspaces to have more facilities for women, whether that be clean toilets, hot running water, sanitary products.
So they didn't even bring them in because there was no women on the site apart from me, and I was like, I'm not bloody using them toilets, they're horrible. So I got in my own. I was the only female, but there was no intention to even bring female toilets in for the welfare for the people on the site. So there's just nothing there set up. It's just assumed that everyone's male.
By 2022, it's forecast that 2.77 million people will be working in construction. Half of the population is only half of the talent. People like Emma provide positive representation for the next generation of aspiring female construction workers.
So what I'd say to people who don't think that women have a place in construction is that they're wrong, and that women definitely do, and they can bring everything to the table that a man brings.